A young man by the name of Julian, who was 24 years old at the time, lived in a small mountain village. Julian was extremely agitated. His thoughts were never ending. He felt uneasy and exhausted throughout the day as various worries came and went. He was constantly anxious about the future and sad about his past. As a result of these thoughts, his mind was like a raging storm. He couldn't feel calm, couldn't sleep well, and even forgot how to smile. One day, Julian heard about a remote village in the hills. People said that a wise old man named Arthur lived there. Arthur was a well-known city psychologist in the past. Throughout his life, he had helped a lot of people and taught them how to find inner peace. Now that he was older, he had left the busy life of the city to live in a quiet village close to nature. He occasionally advised visitors. Julian became curious and hopeful. He made the decision that he had to meet this elderly man. Maybe this wise man can help me find peace, he thought. After many days of a long and tiring journey, Julian reached the village in the hills. When he got there, he saw a small house covered with greenery. Arthur was sitting quietly on the porch. He appeared very content with his eyes closed. "Arthur," Julian said softly as he approached him, "my mind is very restless. I cannot stop thinking. I long for inner tranquility. Can you assist me?" Arthur slowly opened his eyes and gave a calm smile. "So, you are looking for peace?" he asked. "Come with me then. You will be assigned a small task." He took Julian to his little yard. Then, he filled a glass with water completely full to the top. The glass was so full that even a little shake would make the water spill. Handing Julian the glass, he said, "Walk from here to the edge of the village and then come back. But remember, you must not spill even one drop of water." Julian looked at him with surprise, but he wanted to do his best, so he accepted the challenge. He carefully held the glass before beginning his walk. The road was congested and narrow. Some people were running while others were walking. Shopkeepers were calling out to customers and dogs were barking loudly. But Julian did not look around. He concentrated solely on the glass. Step by step, he moved slowly and carefully. He was unperturbed by the surprised looks of the crowd. They were aware that he was learning something crucial. Finally, Julian came back to the porch and said, "Arthur, I did it. I did not drop a single drop of water." Arthur nodded and smiled. Then he asked, "That's good, but tell me, did you see the children playing on the side of the road? Did you hear the dogs barking?" Julian looked surprised and said, "No, I didn't see or hear anything. I was only focusing on the glass." "That is the secret," Arthur said with a gentle smile once more. "It is something that was always inside you, but you didn't know it. When your mind stays in the present moment, there is no space for fear, no confusion, and no extra thoughts. You were only thinking about the water in the glass. At that time, your mind became completely quiet. You were not sad about the past. You didn't worry about the future." Julian began to gradually comprehend. This was the peace he had been searching for. Peace is not something we find outside. When we live in the now, peace is already inside of us. Julian bowed his head and said softly, "Arthur, now I understand. If I want to calm my mind, I must keep my mind in this moment. When that occurs, true peace arrives." Arthur once more grinned. The last light touched the ground as the sun set. Back to their nests, birds were flying. Julian started walking back home. However, he was no longer the same agitated young man. He had transformed. He was peaceful inside because now he knew how to quiet his mind. If you enjoyed this story, please like it and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to Inspired Life Tales for more inspiring stories like this one. Thank you for staying with us. See you in the next story, which will teach you new ideas and lessons. Stay healthy and peaceful for the time being.